Tombstone, Arizona Territory, May 10, 1882.
It's Johnny.
Oh, hi, Johnny.
Welcome back, Johnny. Did you buy any cattle while you were down in Mexico?
No, I tried, but those people insist on giving them away.
Hi, Johnny.
Well,
How's your health?
fine. You fellas ready to play for some money? Some real money?
A lamb comes for the shearing.
How'd you find that country down at the south?
Fine. It was quiet when we rode in and full of rats when we rode out.
Your deal.
Tell me in Charleston that Tombstone is once again a hotbed of reform.
Mm-hmm. The cowboy element is to be drummed out, and law and order will reign supreme.
Sounds like somebody's trying to make a reputation.
Yeah, new judge, man named Reese. Just been appointed. Quick man with a rope.
Last card up.
John Ringo is a killer, a horse thief, and a cattle rustler.
Huh?
Well, what are you going to do about it?
Oh, he'll be asked to leave Tombstone. And if he gets mean about it, he'll be digging his own grave.
Territory. May 10, 1882, Clay Hollister was returning from Galeyville. In Tombstone, Johnny Ringo's luck was running against him.
Call. All black, Johnny. He's high. Second best, 3 hands in a row. Come on, Ben, deal. My luck's gonna change. I know it.
You bet it is.
Are you talking to me?
If you're John Ringo, I am.
Oh, John, this is Judge Reese and Sidney Farrell, an attorney. The judge is the chairman of the Citizens Reform Committee of Tombstone.
It's a pleasure, Judge. Counselor? What can I do for you?
You and the rest of the trash from Charleston can get out of Tombstone and stay out.
Judge, I'd be happy to help out the forces of reform a little later. Right now, I'm playing poker, and I'd be obliged if you'd hold off your righteousness until I finish.
Your poker game is no concern to me. I want you out of town, Ringo, and I want you out now.
Why don't you go and witness a will or something, huh?
That's enough, cowboy.
You keep away from me. Both of you.
I'll see him dead.
Well, it's your bet.
$1,000.
I get out in time.
I'm through now. All right. I'm shy. This is worth 500.
Not to me.
It is to me, Schmidt.
So what are you so proud of?
Full house. 7's over.
Still second best. 4 jacks.
Hold it. You had the top hand all day. Now I've got it. I told you this watch was worth $500, didn't I?
Johnny, don't ride a good thing too far.
500. See you later, Ben. Frank, buy another round for the house. Here, give the judge a double.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. If Hollister doesn't put that outlaw behind bars, then the honest people of Tombstone should do it for him.
The judge is not that important. Now, Johnny's a kind of a sudden man at times and a little unpredictable.
Yeah, he'll make it good.
The judge is right.
I'll get Hollister, and if he won't take action, then I'll deputize someone who will.
Well, you best have a seat, Judge, unless you plan on going after Johnny yourself. Clay's over in Galeyville. Won't be back till late this afternoon.
Johnny Ringo rode hard for Charleston, a wide open town 9 miles southwest of Tombstone.
Hey, Johnny Ringo!
Well, business is good.
Well, did you win or lose?
I won. Boys, I took the game at the Oriental for better than $2,000.
Hey!
Shut him up, Harry. Drinks on Johnny Ringo.
Better go in and lie down.
I did a real foolish thing, Flo. I didn't win this money. I stole it. I was second best, all right. You know what? I even lost my watch.
So?
So I cleaned them out with a 44. Somehow, I got the notion that I was real smart. I had to improve my luck.
John, you're a fool.
Yeah.
You want me to take the money back?
Yeah. How you do that, huh?
You're feverish again. Come on. Lie down. Here. Come on. Get some sleep, Johnny, and keep warm. I'll get the money back. Don't you worry about it.
You, see Ben Fraser at the Oriental, huh?
All right. Anything I can get you?
Yeah. Yeah, you can get me some cold water. You got a big pitcher of cold water.
In Tombstone, Clay Hollister heard about Ringo from Judge Reese.
Hollister, you're making a farce out of law enforcement in this country.
I want to make an investigation.
You haven't time. Ringo's probably in Charleston spending the money he stole right now.
Yeah, well, I don't make a move until I talk to the complaining witness.
Look, I was there. You don't need any other information. Your duty is to swear out a warrant. Gather a posse and apprehend that man.
If I think it's necessary.
You're encouraging these cowboys, these outlaws, to rob and steal. I tell you, sir, the voters have had enough of it.
Your Honor, I don't know about the voters, but I've had enough of political opportunists talking law and order while at the same time they stir up more trouble than any outlaw in this territory.
It's all there, except for the price of a round he bought at my place.
When you get back, Flo, have another round on us.
I'll do that.
Afternoon, Flo. Alice.
Hello, Clay.
I understand you gentlemen had a little bit of trouble this afternoon.
Go ahead and tell him. He insists on taking your statements before swearing out a warrant.
Warrant? Warrant for what?
For the arrest of John Ringo. Or his armed robbery a source of levity to you?
I don't know about this levity, mister, but the money's right here.
John made a little mistake. Nobody got hurt. No use carrying it any further.
Charges?
No charges.
Good, I'll have a talk to John.
Talk.
Talk. Come on, Flo.
I guess there's nothing we can do, Your Honor.
Oh, yes, there is.
May 11, 1882. Judge Reese pressed for Ringo's arrest.
There you are, Sheriff. A warrant for John Ringo. Duly sworn and signed.
I wish you'd reconsider this, Mr. Schmidt.
Your duty is to serve that warrant. I have 6 men outside. They will serve as your posse.
No, they won't.
You can't bring him in by yourself.
Johnny, Clay's here.
I'm good. Hello, Clay.
Hey, Johnny, how do you feel?
Fine. I feel just fine.
He oughta. He slept nearly 12 hours.
What's the matter? That poker game wear you out?
Wasn't that a stupid thing to do?
Mm-hmm.
You are sitting on my shirt.
Never thought old John Ringo was a bad loser.
Well, I didn't think he was either, but I guess it was this, Clay. I have sort of a sentimental attachment to it. Kind of a link with the past. Just couldn't stand the thought of losing it.
Why don't you go back, John? Back home. Those Eastern doctors might be able to help you.
Eastern doctors?
Mm-hmm.
You see these books, Clay? No Eastern doctor can tell me a thing I haven't read in them. No, I feel like I belong here in Arizona, and I'm gonna stay.
Well, if you do, you better watch your step. Because, you know, justify it or not, you're the #1 target for the reform element.
What are they gonna do? Arrest me for, well, for buying cattle in Mexico?
No, John. You were under arrest for robbing Otto Schmidt of $2,000 during a poker game at the Oriental.
Now, hold on. I made a mistake, but that's all settled. Now, Flo took that...
No, it's not all settled. Judge Reese got Schmidt to swear out a warrant, and I've come to take you in.
Take me?
That's right, John.
This charge, it won't really hold up in court, will it?
Not a chance. Just that the cleanup boys are hoping that you'll resist arrest. They want to kill 2 birds with 1 stick. They want you, and they want me out of office.
I can understand that. All right, Sheriff. Take your prisoner into town and lock him up.
The morning of May 12, 1882. Johnny Ringo's blinding headaches continued to torture him. His blackouts became more frequent.
Bail's been paid, everything's in order. All we gotta do is wait to hear from the judge.
When it comes to his honor, I'm a man of little faith.
Let him go, Sheriff. Judge Reese has approved the bond.
Well, looks like my judgment was a little hasty.
Give my regards to Flo.
I will. Adios, Clay.
Been sworn in to serve a warrant for John Ringo. I expect to see you carry it out.
We'll do it, Judge.
Reese! Get going.
What's going on?
Sheriff, you took it upon your own recognizance to release a criminal under arrest for armed robbery. I took it upon myself to apprehend that prisoner.
Farrell told me you'd signed a bond.
I'd done no such thing. Obviously, Farrell was mistaken.
No, I'm the one who made a mistake. Not double-checking you and your lawyer.
John Ringo's trial will be held at 3 o'clock this afternoon, and I would suggest that you be here.
You're deliberately persecuting Ringo to get at me. But your posse hasn't got any more chance of catching him than you have of becoming governor.
Noon of May 12, 1882.
Howdy. Boys! What's up, John? I got a posse after me. I want you to hold them at the bridge until I can cut back toward Tombstone.
How far behind are they?
Oh, maybe 10 minutes. I circled through the brush. When I pulled out, they were still chasing their tails. Well, hop to it.
Johnny!
All right, let's go.
You've got to get some rest first.
No. I want to settle this with that judge.
Johnny.
Welcome to Charleston.
Let us by. We're after John Ringo.
Not now, you ain't. Now you're looking forward to a little siesta right here. Step off them horses, careful like.
The afternoon of May 12, exactly 3 o'clock.
If the court pleases, I understand this was the time set for John Ringo's trial.
That is right. But John Ringo is not here. Why haven't you brought him in, Sheriff?
Here I am, Your Honor.
I consider myself in custody.
I suggest, Your Honor, that you either proceed with the trial or permit bail.
Later that afternoon, May 12, a few miles from Charleston. Judge Reese's posse was returning to Tombstone.
Get him!
Hold up! Hold up!
Get away!
We can force him across the desert. He's got 60 miles without water before he hits the Chiricahuas, and he won't make it in a hurry. You go back and get the judge and all the canteens of water you can find.
Right.
All right, now, try and save your horse. Let's go.
We've got enough water. Let's move out.
What's happening, Clay?
Johnny's in trouble. They were shooting and he had to run.
Johnny Ringo had killed a man. It was up to Clay Hollister to bring him in. Ringo rode desperately across the desert. He knew the posse meant to kill him. Judge Reese joined his men. Ringo had been sighted on a ridge up ahead.
Well, be dark before long. What do you want to do now?
We better water the horses and keep pressing it.
May 13, 1882. The second day on the desert, the sun was again a great globe of heat. The Arizona wasteland a furnace. The hunted and the hunters. Clay Hollister had picked up Ringo's trail. He had made better time than the more cautious posse.
Ringo! Ringo! Hold up! Johnny!
greatest fear of men who know the desert, Johnny Ringo was left afoot.
You figure to hound me until I die? Well, I'm not running anymore. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for you. Johnny! Johnny Ringo! Here I am!
Drop it, John.
I know where I can get you some water.
Sheriff Clay Hollister intercepted the posse.
He's disarmed?
And in my custody. You boys can go on home.
Judge Reese had ridden on ahead of his men to search the mouth of West Turkey Creek Canyon.
I warned him, but he pulled his gun, so I had to kill him. There's the outlaw, Sheriff. Turned out that Johnny Ringo wasn't so fast after all.
He didn't have a gun.
The most important thing, he's dead.
You murdered him.
You can't prove a thing, Hollister. You can't do a thing. I shot an outlaw, a killer. And I didn't ask him if he was armed. Hollister, I've been waiting to whip you for a long time.
There's going to be a trial, Reese. But even if you do get off, wherever you go in Arizona, there'll be people waiting for you. Friends of Johnny Ringo. They'll have guns. They'll be looking for a chance to use them. Now, I couldn't stop them even if I wanted to.
Johnny Ringo was buried where he died. A pile of stones marks his grave in the Chiricahua Mountains of Arizona. Tombstone, Arizona Territory, June 4, 1885.
Only cause you trouble.
When I make trouble, it's usually for the other fellow. You've been my partner long enough to know that, Monty.
Kirk, if you'd only use your head.
Walk like a man. Be one.
Until the lawless element is stamped out, there can be no legal trade in beef in Tombstone.
Why don't you print the truth once in a while?
Well, Stevens, we were just talking about you, weren't we, Charlie?
None of your sarcasm, Claiborne. Kirk's one of the biggest cattle brokers in town. When he talks, you listen.
The sheriff's been hounding hard-working cowboys, calling them rustlers. But the people knew the facts about Hollister. Instead of the lies you print in that filthy sheet.
Get out of my office.
Not that you promise to print the truth.
Well, now that I've always done.
All right, if you're going to print lies about me, I'll see that you don't print anything at all.
Tombstone Territory.
On that morning of June 4, 1885, it looked as if the publication of the epitaph was coming to a violent halt.
Monty, get the boys and tear the place apart.
I have a better way.
The only better way would be to hang Clybourne from the nearest pole.
Set up a headline, Harris. Cattle broker splattered by buckshot. Just what were you all planning?
To wreck the epitaph.
My partner and I were just explaining to Mr. Clybourne that we disagreed with his policies.
Oh, well, that's all right. So long as you do it peaceably.
You ain't so peaceable, running my best beef suppliers out of the territory.
All your beef suppliers are rustlers. Everybody in town knows that.
Because he tells them. You push people around, he turns you into a tin god for doing it.
Get out.
I'll get those two.
Trouble with you is you can't forget your past.
My past? At least I didn't spend all my time in all the saloons back east.
Kirk, you're going at this all wrong. I know all about fighting newspapers. I used to work for one.
You, a newspaper man?
You have to cripple everybody, don't you?
On your way to the Crystal Palace. Newspaper man?
Why do you put up with him?
He's not like you and me, Jeb. He's got education.
If that's what education does to you, I'm glad I don't have none.
Well, they always told me that my editorials had holes in them.
I'd sure hate to see the doctor digging bullets out of you.
Well, now, you know, so would I.
Harris, why don't you stay out of the fight for a while? You know, I'm hurting him. Rounding up the rustlers and cutting off his beef supply.
He'll just bring in you rustlers, and he knows where to find them. He used to do plenty of rustling himself.
That's true, but it was never proven.
Well, there wasn't as much law then. Now he's respectable, powerful man with a lot of money. He wants control of this town.
He won't get it.
We got to fight him on a lot of different levels. This is important. And so's this. Never underestimate the power of public opinion or a newspaper's effect on it. Sometimes it goes off with a bigger bang than a gun.
You really don't know very much about me, do you, Kirk?
Oh, what's there to know, Monty? How many quarts a day you can put away?
I haven't shown this to anyone for years.
Montague Davis. So you did work on a newspaper?
Managing editor of the Baltimore Observer.
How long?
Nearly 2 years.
What happened?
Well,
Never mind, you don't have to tell me.
after Baltimore, I tried Chicago. And I sort of lost interest. That's when I started to speculate in the cattle market.
Lucky thing for both of us.
Kirk, I want to get back into the newspaper business.
What? Oh, we got the sweetest setup in the whole world. Get rid of the sheriff and the epitaph, we'll run the town.
The politicians back east have a rule. Don't fight a newspaper unless you own a newspaper. You can own one, Kirk.
Newspaper?
Sure.
and I can run it for you. You can control public opinion, have anything you want. Get rid of Hollister, you can become mayor.
How come after all these years you got the itch again?
Each of us has to try to be a man in his own way. If you say so, Kirk, I'll start ordering the stuff. We'll call the paper the Bugle. It'll sound taps for the epitaph and the sheriff.
Maybe.
Well, we got a sign. We're in business.
Finest printing equipment money can buy, right, Monty? Take a look.
I've seen them come and go, but only the epitaph stays in business.
Not this time, mister.
Good morning.
Oh, Ray, wait till you read the Bugle, Claiborne.
Oh, I don't mind competition. I only hope your paper has more integrity than your catalog.
Come and get the first issue of the Bugle this afternoon. Free with these handbills. Compliments of Kirk Stevens.
You know there's no shooting in the town limits. Give me a gun.
You'll have to get it. Folks, listen.
We'll be all right in a little while.
It says the sheriff just come up and pistol whipped poor Jed. Doesn't sound right. I know Clay Hollister.
Yeah? How well do you know him?
How well? I know that if Jeb was shooting up the town, the sheriff was within his right to disarm him.
Read the rest of the story. It says that all Jeb Crowley was doing was shooting off blanks.
Oh?
Look at the editorial.
The Bugle believes the one newspaper town does not get all the facts. The epitaph has been suppressing much news. Now Tombstone will know the whole truth. Well, you got a point there. The epitaph's been doing real good. But if we had two newspapers, I suppose they could keep tabs on one another.
I'd like to sell you an ad in the next issue of the Bugle.
Well, I'm spending all I can afford now on the epitaph.
Well, you're paying $10 for your ad in the epitaph. I'll give you the same space for $7.
Yeah? Well, I'll give you a try.
You're a lawman by election only, and that newspaper can turn public opinion against you.
Clay, this is Todd Murphy. I met him up at the OK Corral. He needs some help.
What kind of help?
Had 20 head of cattle stolen.
How'd that happen?
I was driving some strays to catch up with the main bunch. 2 men jumped me, knocked me cold. When I woke up, no cattle.
Where was it?
About 5-6 miles out of town.
You show us, huh?
The afternoon of June 14. 8 miles north of town, Clay Hollister spotted the stolen herd. And the rustlers spotted him.
Sheriff, he's hit. Sheriff.
Here, Jimmy. Let me see that shoulder.
Is he hurt bad?
Painful. Bullet went clear through. Jimmy, if we catch your horse, you think you can make it back to town alone?
Sure.
How far north do you figure the main herd is?
About a couple hours ride.
I better ride along with you, make sure those boys don't try again. Come on, old buddy.
Can't you shoot straight? Like that. Go on.
Well, the sheriff and the other guy drove the herd off. We figured it didn't pay to follow.
You were right. You can't fight Hollister with 6 guns.
We'll get him.
Nobody saw where the cattle went but you?
That's right. The deputy rode back towards town.
You had the ownership papers with you to prove you were in rightful possession of the cattle.
We worked the way Kirk taught us to.
We can turn this against Hollister.
The only thing I want to turn against Hollister is a gun.
Kirk, if you'll only have a little patience.
Stick around, boys. I may have a job for you.
I know Clay Hollister couldn't be up to anything, but just the same, why was he so anxious to get rid of Jim? Where's the herd now? Excuse me. It's up north, if you care to look. Clay, no offense. This was just about the rustling and...
And what?
Nothing, Clay. Nothing.
Gentlemen, I read your little story.
So did everybody else in town. Our circulation's improving every day.
You say these rightful owners were deprived of their cattle?
That's what they told us. They showed us papers to prove it.
In other words, you're accusing me of rustling. Rightful owners, where do you suppose I can find them?
How do we know?
Well, you talked to them. It says so right here.
They left town. They said they were afraid you were going to kill them.
You got all the answers, haven't you? When you lie real good. Watch that gun here.
Kirk. Hollister, when are you going to learn? You know, you just can't walk in here and threaten honest citizens. What are the people going to think when they read about it?
If it weren't for you, he'd be lying dead right there.
We're killing him with words.
Seen this?
Mm-hmm. I'll say this. Somebody over there knows how to put out a paper.
Harris, when are you going to lower your subscription rates to match those of the Bugles?
Wish I could. It's impossible. Maybe they've discovered a new law of economics. How to show a profit while operating it under cost.
Well, it seems to me like one man should be able to put out a newspaper just as cheap as another.
Kirk Stevens is paying for the losses of the Bugle out of his cattle proceeds.
Maybe Stevens is just a good businessman. Anyway, you can't expect us to pay extra for the epitaph when the Bugle's just as good. And maybe a little more impartial.
Impartial? How do you like that?
Things are getting rougher, Harris.
Yeah.
Come in.
What do you want to see me about?
Got a piece of news for you. Not for publication. Biggest deal I've ever made. 5,000 head are being brought across the border. I made arrangements to buy them for $1 a head.
I'll get in touch with McHenry in Chicago. Probably be able to get $10 a head for him.
Well, there's only one trouble. McHenry never buys stolen cattle.
Our customers never know where the beef comes from.
Well, suppose the epitaph started digging into the deal. You got to put them out of circulation. Now.
I wish we could. We're beating them, but it's going to take time.
We've got no time.
Kirk, I hope you're not going to do anything that's going to get us into trouble.
Look, we own the Bugle, don't we? Whatever happens to the epitaph, we report in our own way. I'll be down later on to the newspaper to give you the story.
All right, Kirk.
Well, that's it, Fred. Let's get out a paper, even if we have lost half our customers.
Clay! They hit Fred!
June 20, 1885. Fred's body was moved to the undertaking parlor. Unable to catch up with the gunman, Clay Hollister returned to find that our presses had been badly damaged.
Hear the news? No epitaph today.
Sure, I heard about it. I've already written it up.
This is good. You make it sound like Hollister doesn't want to catch the killers, may even be behind the shooting.
It wasn't easy. I'm not sure you should have done it.
Put the epitaph out of business, didn't I?
By killing an innocent man.
I was after Clybourne. Since when do you care about killing?
I'm only warning you for your own sake, Kirk. Don't take any more chances.
Somehow I liked you better when you were spending your afternoons at the Crystal Palace.
I'm trying to make a big man out of you, Kirk. Please don't spoil it.
First, you make a man out of yourself.
Clay, you've just got to face up to what people are saying.
Yeah, I know what people are saying. The thing that amazes me, Harris, is how they can take the truth and twist it into so many different ways.
You just got to make an arrest.
Well, I gotta have the right man first.
Kirk Stevens or Monty Davis.
I know they're behind it, but they didn't pull any triggers.
Any idea who did?
Yeah. I thought I recognized Jeb Crowley. I didn't say anything because I wasn't sure. But the fact that he's been out of town ever since is...
Found the herd, Clay. 5,000 head.
What herd?
Well, I got a wire from the Mexican border saying a big herd had been driven across, and they wanted me to follow up. Where were they headed?
Kirk Stevens stockyards.
Are you sure?
Yeah. I managed to talk to a couple of the cowpokes.
5,000 head. This could be a break for us.
June 22, 1885. Broker Kirk Stevens' stockyards were bulging with beef.
How are you, Kirk?
Jeb. What's he doing here?
I'll never handle a big deal yet without old Jeb, right, Jeb?
Right, boss. Been together a long time. Well, we got work to do.
I think you're asking for trouble. Suppose the sheriff connects him with the shooting.
Old Jeb can take care of himself.
I think you're taking Hollister too lightly.
I'm not the one that's taking him light. You think he can be beaten with words. I don't.
Jeb. Where you been the last couple of days?
Driving cattle?
My deputy scouted this herd. You weren't with him. What about the other two, Jim?
Them neither. He's just got bad eyes.
What do you think of my eyesight? I spotted you right after Fred was murdered.
You're just making wild guesses.
Let's go down to my office. We can talk better there.
We're not going nowhere.
I wouldn't. He's still alive.
Get a doctor, Monty. If you didn't have that gun pointed at me, I'd kill you right now.
I'm gonna leave Jeb in your custody. I'm not worried about you going too far. You two. You! Come on.
Jeb better not die.
Noon, June 22. We worked desperately to get the press running so the epitaph could tell the true story of the shooting at the stockyards. The bugle hit the streets first.
And so, people of Tombstone, how many more shootings will we let our gunslinging sheriff get away with? What do you think? I think Hollister's got some questions to answer.
We got him this time. The sheriff's finished.
So's Jeb.
What are you gonna do?
He was one of my boys.
The people will take care of Hollister. They'll throw him out of office. Kirk, you go after Hollister now, and you're going to ruin everything. Everything the Bugle and I have done for you.
You are. When I found you in Chicago, you were ready for the ash heap. Without me, you're nothing.
Don't do anything stupid, Kirk. Use your head.
I like my hands better.
Hollister? We want to talk to you.
All right, go ahead. The shooting of Jeb Crowley is being investigated by the coroner.
Yeah, that's the way it ought to be.
Will you step aside till after the investigation?
What kind of an investigation will that be? There are no witnesses except Kirk Stevens' men and Clay's deputy.
Sheriff, will you turn in your star while we look into this?
Hollister, I want you.
You heard what the man said.
You killed one of my boys.
That's right. He drew on me.
And you're a liar.
He's dead.
Any doubts who shot first?
Kirk did. I wonder how many men he's killed with that trick. Guess we won't need the investigation, Clay.
And he wanted to own the town.
Now all he's got is a piece of Boot Hill. Well, I guess the Bugle won't be out tomorrow. The railroad north of Tombstone, Arizona Territory, May 26, 1889.
I thought I'd seen everything.
It's one thing to rob, but why do they have to kill just to kill?
Why do mad dogs bite?
And Clay, how is it a little handful of Apaches can keep getting away from the Army all the time? There's just got to be an answer somewhere.
There is. Geronimo.
May 29, 1889. News of Geronimo's return across the border from his lair in the Sierra Madres brought bitter memories and grim determination to the people of the territory. Memories of blood and death, and a determination to destroy once and for all the menace of the renegade Apache and his followers.
The 6th Mexican Infantry under Colonel Lorenzo are stationed along the border to check any moves south the hostiles might make. We know Geronimo is somewhere in this area. It means he's cut off from his regular sources of weapons and supplies. Now, what ammunition he had must be running low by now. Probably why he hit the quartermaster's supply train. Fortunately, there was no ammunition aboard.
Meaning that sooner or later he's going to have to take chances he'd ordinarily try to avoid.
We're well aware of that, Hollister. I'd like to get to the point.
All right.
General Crook has evolved a plan. Each town will form a patrol unit under the direction of local authorities. These units will patrol different areas until the hostiles are sighted.
That's a good plan.
Yes. In the event the hostiles are sighted, the patrol unit will send riders to the nearest telegraph dispatch station and inform Fort Huachuca immediately. Then maintain visual contact with the enemy until relieved by the punitive troops.
Well, Lieutenant, if we see the Indians, you can bet they're going to see us. And by the time your punitive troops get into action, Geronimo will be miles away. Just a pair of braves can hold back a small patrol until he's clear.
A rear guard action?
That's right.
You give this ignorant savage a great deal of credit.
Well, maybe you don't give him enough.
Fortunately, the Army is unimpressed by legends of the invincible Apache.
Yeah, I can understand that. The troops that have come up against Geronimo are in no condition to talk about it.
You'll have good reason to thank the Army when we stretch this butcher at the end of a rope.
Look, Lieutenant, I know an awful lot of men that have fought Indians all their lives. They don't underestimate Apaches.
Apaches, at best, not underestimate what's in store for them.
Just one question, Lieutenant. You ever even seen a hostile?
June 2, 1889. Sheriff Hollister and his men had relentlessly scoured the mountains for the wily murderer Geronimo.
Well, try down south tomorrow. See it sunup.
Always good to get those boots off. You know, it's a funny thing. Most people get their backside sore straddling a horse 8 to 10 hours a day. But with me, it's my feet. Never could understand that.
Well, maybe it's because you keep trying to put those size 12 feet of yours in the size 9 boots.
Why, plate? Oh, shucks. Don't your feet ever get sore?
Yeah, I just get saddle sore.
You better get some supper. Get to bed.
Sun up, remember?
Yeah. Wonder if that Geronimo ever sleeps.
I don't know. If he does, I'd sure hate to have his dreams.
Dover's pool palace on the edge of town. Geronimo. The bold renegade Apache had taken a liking to white man's ways. He showed his contempt for the Army and law by playing pool under their very noses. Geronimo held the proprietor captive while awaiting a supply of ammunition from a merchant named Kiley, long suspected of illegal traffic with the Indians.
Geronimo?
You make me miss.
This comb. The only way it would look good on me is with one of those lace shawls. I can't wear it this way.
You have the comb. Is not that enough?
Our friend might bring some shawls with him tonight.
He was told to bring ammunition.
You want me to look pretty, don't you?
There will be shawls. Now, woman, let me play this game in peace. Geronimo.
did you bring?
1,550 rounds of 45-70s and 2,000 rounds of 44-40s. That's better than I thought I could do. It's hard to get prime quality ammunition in such quantities. But I know you want the best for your warriors, and that's what I brought.
Anything less would not be wise. I think you understand that.
I'd never sell you anything but the best. Never.
The agreed amount.
Thank you, Geronimo. A man likes to know his friends appreciate him. The shawls?
Let us consider these womanly things a token of your friendship, friend.
I consider it an honor, Geronimo.
Take these.
Maybe 4-1 he's seeing pink Indians. Geronimo at the pool palace.
Well, it won't hurt to check. Picked up a lot of things from the white man, most of them bad. You ready?
Yeah, I'm all set.
Let's go.
Play pool.
The sheriff. Tell Geronimo the sheriff's coming.
Bring box.
Come on out of there with your hands up.
The night of June 2, 1889. With one of Geronimo's braves in jail, Clay Hollister sought information.
Sit down. I said sit down. How long have you known Geronimo? Answer me.
You don't have no right to arrest me. It's not against the law to know Geronimo.
It is against the law to provide hostiles with weapons.
I don't do that.
You made contact with Kylie so that Geronimo could get the ammunition. How can you wear that?
I have a right to wear it. It's mine.
I suppose he gave you that, too?
He gave me everything. Does that suit you?
I wonder how many women died so that you could wear the jewelry stripped from their bodies.
You try to scare me. It won't work, Mr. Sheriff.
I think you and Geronimo deserve each other.
Went to Kylie's store, Clay. Afraid it was no use.
Too late?
Yeah. Time we got there, he phoned the coop. The store was wide open and the cash box on the counter was empty.
They won't get far.
Learn anything? Well, let's lock her up.
No, Jimmy. Give her a junk and get her out of here.
You heard what he said. Pick up your stuff.
Geronimo's camp in the mountains outside Tombstone. The Apache killer and the merchant Kylie made an incongruous pair.
I stayed as long as I dared, Geronimo, but when I heard they'd found that ammunition case, I had to work fast. I only managed to save a few dollars. I don't know what's going to happen to me now.
My braves. What of them? Tell me.
One's dead and one's in jail. But what'll happen to me? My business is gone. My good name. It's terrible. You've got to help me, Geronimo. Lend me money so I can start someplace else. Now, Indians believe in helping a friend in trouble, and you know, I've always been a friend of your people. Always a fair deal and the best merchandise.
My people do all for those they know, who are their friends. Seize this carrion.
No, Geronimo, I am your friend.
Friend, to you, the Indian is nothing more than a fool. To be cheated, robbed of what little he has.
No.
Kill him.
No, Geronimo.
You've got one chance to keep your neck out of a noose. Tell us where Geronimo's camp is.
The rope would be a gentle gift of sleep compared to the death I would have as a betrayer of Geronimo.
He's got a real good argument there, Clay.
Where is he? Where's Geronimo? He is everywhere. He is nowhere.
The morning of June 3, 4 miners stumbled into Geronimo's hands.
Drop these things. One of my braves has been slain. I will kill 2 white men in return. These 2. Another of my warriors is held captive. Unless he is freed, I will slay every white man, woman, and child who falls into my hands. Tell this in Tombstone. Go!
The afternoon of June 3. The people of Tombstone were grim witnesses to Geronimo's brutal reprisal. June 4, 1889. Lieutenant Forsyth and his patrols had made no contact with Geronimo. He came to claim the prisoner.
My instructions are to guard your Indian prisoner until a detachment arrives to take him into military custody. Those orders are direct from the commanding officer.
That brave isn't free. A lot of innocent people are going to get killed. Miners, homesteaders. Must be hundreds of them in the hills around here, and Geronimo will slaughter them as fast as he can find them. I gotta let him go.
You're making a mistake. A bad one. You know I intend to make a full report.
Well, the telegraph office is still open. Help yourself.
I intend to.
come to show you where Geronimo is.
Where is he?
About a 20-minute ride from here. He's been raiding by night. Now he sleeps.
How many men has he got with him?
Usually 3 or 4. He depends on secrecy to protect his hiding place. Secrecy and fear.
All right, now listen to me. You'll find an army officer down at the telegraph office. Tell him exactly what you've told me. I'll meet you there with my deputy and we'll ride out together. Now go on.
Woman, you will die.
The afternoon of June 4, 1889. Dolores led the men to an isolated cabin tucked in a draw of the Mule Mountains a few miles south of Tombstone.
Where are his guards?
It appeared to be a day to remember. The capture of Geronimo.
Let's work around that way.
Wait a minute. Still think we should have waited for a platoon of troopers.
Lieutenant, I'll take the responsibility if anything goes wrong, but if you want to wait for the troopers... We gotta get him before he knows what hit him. Otherwise, we'll get it from both sides.
Simple enough. We'll pick him off from the window. And we'll get the rest from inside when they come up to see what's happened. A perfect cul-de-sac.
Look, Lieutenant, the job is to get him in. The federal court will take care of him after that. All right, there's only one door, so here's what we'll do.
Jimmy? I'm not one of your deputies.
Jimmy?
Yeah.
You and I'll take the front.
Right.
If Lieutenant Forsyth will be good enough to keep an eye on that window.
Geronimo?
I gave him both barrels, Jimmy. No man can live with a load of lead like that in him.
It's not the first time he's walked away with a hole in him that would kill a horse. Well, maybe next time, Clay.
Maybe. Thing is, how come a killer like him leads a charmed life?
He got away, Lieutenant.
You almost had your moment of glory. What's your report gonna say?
It was an... I made an error in judgment. I shall report it as such.
You know, Clay, her life ain't gonna be worth a chewed plug as long as Geronimo's running loose.
We'll see that you're protected. You have my word.
There's no need for that, Sheriff. I found what really matters once more. It'll be good to return.
To return?
To where I was raised as a child. To the convent of St. Teresa.
Dolores returned to the convent of Santa Teresa. The notorious Geronimo was never actually captured. When he was old and tired, he voluntarily surrendered to General Crook and returned to the comforts of the reservation.